Do y'all see the background is giving? This is what you get when you create the content, edit the content, upload the content, and study the analytics of the content. Anywho, let's jump straight to the topic at hand. Now, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but it's something along the lines of don't let the amount of views distract you from the impact that you should be making. Now, it's not going to be worded just like that. It's just something along the lines of that. There are people out here that will delete their YouTube video because they're not getting the amount of views that they want to get. And then you got people like me who don't care about the amount of views I get because I know the impact that I'm making. More so, I know the money that gets put into my account. And I've said this before, there are some people who will get online and use those third-party platforms just to try to see how much you're making on YouTube. Now, although I already debunked that, I just want to say it again that you will never know how much money I'm making. Primarily because the way that I make money on YouTube, you just cannot tell that. But also, one thing that I never touched on is that I mainly use YouTube as a lead so that people can go over to my website and buy into me. Of course, I'm able to market to them through my website. Now that is a different story for a different day, but we go spin the block later. What I'm here to remind you is that regardless if you believe in God or not, you have to understand that you have some type of purpose here on this earth. And I've done a video on this, that there's a difference between your passion and your purpose. What I want you to do is imagine that there is somebody who is walking around this world and they are looking for you. However, they can't find you because you're not sharing your story. AKA, you ain't living in your purpose. You are around here trying to have the perfect aesthetic, a certain amount of views, do what you see the next person do, that you are not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting the people around you as well. I always say, even when you think somebody's not watching, there's always someone watching. Now, you may not see those people again, but I just want you to know that they are there. They are there, they're watching, they're lurking, they're doing all the things. Essentially, it goes back to we are the reason why we are not where we want to be. And you can't be mad at nobody else but yourself. Now, the reason that I'm able to tell you these things is because I've been there, done that. I speak solely from experience. Anything that I know how to do, I tell you I know how to do it. But if I don't know how to do it, I'll definitely go do the research to find out. And in this specific situation, the same thing applies. I'm one of those people that when I create a video, edit a video, upload the video, and I click that publish button, I am not concerned about the amount of views that I get. Truly, because I understand that at one point in time, YouTube is going to pick up the video. It may not be now. It'll be later. And as long as one person has watched that video, I've done my job. I'm not concerned about getting a certain amount of views for many reasons. Not only is my RPM high, but I know the money that's in my bank account. Not only am I making an impact, but I'm getting people that come to my website. There are so many things that are being done on the back end that people don't see, and they let the amount of views distract them from what's really going on. Still till this day, I get people who tell me, girl, you ain't making no money. I have people who try to say what I am qualified and what I'm not qualified to do, even though I have the analytics to prove it. Do y'all hear the birds? Even they agree with me. Even after watching this video, if you still don't believe me, remember, I do have a website full of reviews. And those are not even all the reviews. Maybe one day I should upload them all. Anywho, let's fast forward. Truly, I have this theory in my mind that the reason that people are not where they want to be is because social media is a distraction. Social media has convinced and will continue to convince people of things that are not even true. Although I'm against social media, I do understand that there are pros, but there are so many more cons. And yes, I say this all the time, YouTube is not a social media platform. If you don't believe me, do your research. But where I'm getting at with this whole social media thing is that people are so distracted. They are spending so much time scrolling, comparing themselves to other people, losing their identity, and looking for validation when the validation is within themselves. Those are not just things that I learned from social media. I learned so much more. And maybe I should compile a list of the things that I have learned and continue to add as I learn things. I have no plan to ever return back to social media because it has done me so much good not being there. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times that I think like, you know what? I can make more money if I just go live on social media. However, we just stay away from it. Having YouTube as well as my website, I'm able to see the impact. There's no need for me to be greedy when I'm happy where I am. Ultimately, what I'm telling you is that I need you to get off social media and lock in. Deactivate the app, delete the app, remove the app, get another phone that don't have the apps, do whatever you need to do. But if you want to take this YouTube thing seriously, it's gonna cause for you to not be distracted. I tell people this all the time. If you do all the things of YouTube, including SEO, YouTube is essentially a full-time job. There are people who don't even know that YouTube Studio exists outside of YouTube. And don't get me wrong, like when you're starting out, you're not gonna know everything. That's where your girl Leah, the YouTube accountability partner, comes in. Now, I did retire the word YouTube strategist because there was too many people getting in my lane. And someone like me who does my market research, when the lane starts getting a little too busy, I gotta pivot. But that's another story for a different day as well. You have got to lock in. And I'm one of the people that if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it every single time. Truly, that's what people know me for. And now that I'm saying it out loud, I think that's the reason why I get so upset when people say they want to be this YouTuber, they want to take YouTube seriously, they want to make money, they want to be a full-time YouTuber, and it don't happen. I'm just like, why you didn't do what you said you was gonna do? There are people out here who say, I want to be a full-time YouTuber. YouTube is something I always wanted to do. YouTube is my dream. Or more so, I don't want to work a 9-to-5 no more. I want to be on YouTube. And when I hear those things, my mind goes directly to, why you didn't do what you said you was gonna do? I get it. I've been told that I have high expectations of people, but I have to, because if not, then I can care less about them. I look at it like I give everyone a clean slate. If you want to know more about me and how I think, you're going to have to go over to my personal YouTube channel. Your girl be cutting up over there. You know what? I'm glad I mentioned that channel because I can talk about it a little bit more. Over on my personal YouTube channel, I grew so fast because I went viral a couple times. Now, if you watched my videos previously, then you know over there on my personal channel, I do a lot of testing different things over there. So with me going viral, I grew over 400,000 subscribers. People be looking like, girl, you make nowhere many amount of views as you do your subscribers. And all I got to say about that is mind your business. Because truth be told, that channel only proves that it can be done. Over there, I rather test and do a bunch of different things. That way I don't affect this channel. And the reason being is because my RPM is so high over here that I don't want to mess it up. Anywho, y'all, long story short, even if you don't get the amount of views that you want to get, keep the video posted. Do not delete the video. Stop caring what other people have to say about your views, and know that no matter how many views that you get, you are making an impact. So yeah, go figure out your purpose. Do what you need to do and lock in. I'm telling y'all, this whole YouTube thing is so rewarding. I do not regret it. The only regret I truly have, of course, I wish I started sooner. Well, let me not say start sooner. I wish that I took it a little bit more seriously sooner. But anywho, y'all, I got some more content to record. I gotta dip out of here. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell below so that you are notified every time your girl Leah, posts a video. So, with that being said, my name is Leah. I'm the face behind Content by Leah, and I'll see you next time. Bye.